Hello and welcome to a Knowledge Nap episode of the Why Behind Your Z's. And in this episode, I'm going to answer your question about sickness and sleep. Why do you get sicker when your sleep is lacking? Welcome to the Why Behind Your Z's podcast, the show that helps you maximize your sleep one night at a time. Brought to you by sleepyoudeserve.com. Why do you get sicker when your sleep is lacking? Well, the answer is your immune system relies on deep sleep, specifically stage 3, to strengthen. This is when your leukocytes or your white blood cells are more effective. Once you hit this stage 3, this is the time they take to get stronger and more adaptive so that when a real virus or foreign substance enters your body and tries to attack you, they're prepared. In fact, there are times when your body will start to have a little bit of inflammation, and it's almost like a training session for those white blood cells. This can happen in your sleep. You will actually get a little bit warmer, and that heat will try to dissipate, and it'll trigger your white blood cells to come out and fight the fake fight, and then they become stronger. Conversely, if you aren't getting enough sleep, your white blood cells don't get this opportunity. They don't get the chance to train. They don't get the chance to grow so that they are prepared for something like a COVID-19 virus or a variant. So what can you do? Well, there are steps you can take to improve your sleep. And of course, that's what this podcast is all about. Yet it's even more important before flu and cold season to give your white blood cells an opportunity to grow and to train, like we mentioned. And we can do this by addressing the 4 domains where I believe sleep is affected the most. And if you have my Sleep 101 book, you probably know about these already. We're talking about nutrition, the areas where you can improve your nutrition to support sleep cell hormone production and regulation. Your body, things you can do with your body and for your body to promote good sleep. Your bedroom, how you set that up, not just at bedtime, but before bedtime. And then your mind space, where your mind is operating and how it's operating as you go into sleep. And this is what you can do with these domains to prepare yourself so that you don't get as sick during cold and flu season by increasing your sleep. The first is in the nutrition area. There are vitamins that most of you are aware of that help fight off viruses. That would be vitamin C and vitamin E. Yet there are other vitamins that support your cell's overall health. Those are the B vitamins. These will actually strengthen cell productivity for sleep-related hormones. Like B6, for example, is involved with producing serotonin, which keeps your stress levels regulated all day. And when your stress levels are regulated, your sleep at night is not as difficult because you're not going to bed with cortisol in your brain, with hypersensitivity in your brain. You've been regulated all day and it's time to go to sleep. You sleep a little bit better. So when that cold and flu season comes around, you might want to double check how many B vitamins you're getting so that your body's getting that adequate sleep that will help continue to produce healthy, strong white blood cells. The other piece of nutrition is hydration. If you aren't already hydrating regularly, now is a really good time to start. Because if you do get sick, your body's going to almost dehydrate you because there's so much heat that is being generated as these white blood cells go in for the fight, and that heat is going to burn up liquids in you. And so you want to stay hydrated and also full of electrolytes. You're going to want to make sure you get those electrolytes because those will help your body maintain that hydration balance. Now, the next 2 domains I linked together for this episode of why you get sicker when you don't sleep as well. this is for the body and for your mind. So let's start with the mind. So your body loves to sleep when you get sick. Have you ever noticed that that's the first thing that you gravitate towards? If you're feeling ill, you just want to lay down. Have you noticed it, like maybe right now you're like, oh, I don't have enough time to sleep. I don't have enough time to get that extra hour. I don't have enough time to get those 2 hours. When you get sick, suddenly those hours magically appear. And the reason why some people say they don't have time to sleep those extra hours when they don't have them is because they have so many responsibilities in the world. Yet, when you get sick and you're out for 2, 3, 4 days, or even a week, and you finally recover and you get back, the world is still happening. So all your worries and cares are put aside. You might as well accept that if you're sick, you're going to sleep a little bit longer. Just accept that. Let your body do that. Okay? Accept that. And so when you get there, and this is what you need to do for your body, is see what you can do to stretch. See what you can do to stretch. You might be asleep for 7 hours straight and then have this little waking period. You're going to feel like, oh, I can't move anymore. I'm just lay here. If you can stand up a little bit, if you can stretch just a little bit, that will help you, because the thing is, your back is used to taking a certain amount of pressure for a certain amount of hours while you're asleep, because you're knocked out. You're not in like trying to recover from an illness. You're just resting. But when you're there for an extra hour, extra 2 hours, extra 3 hours, that's going to start to add up, and your back's not necessarily ready for that. So if you can stretch, if you can prop yourself up in the bed to take some of that pressure off your back, that's going to make it easier for when you hit that next long sleep period as you recover. So that's what you got to do. For your mind, accept that you're going to have to sleep a little bit longer to recover. And for your body, do a little bit of stretching, do a little bit of propping so that you can take the pressure off your back. And for your bedroom, the cooler you can keep your room and your bed, the better it is for those regrowth and repair hormones to come out there and do its normal thing of making you healthier, restoring your body as you sleep so you wake up refreshed. But the truth is, when you are sick, your body starts to alternate between hot and cold. You feel like you've got the shivers 1 minute, and then the next minute, it's too hot in here. And so you want to take off all the layers. And then next thing you know, you got the shivers again. So you want to put all on the layers. Well, what you need to do to help yourself is make sure that the layers that you have are breathable. Make sure that they're like woven cotton or bamboo. The more breathable the material, the easier it is for that heat to dissipate. No matter what your mind is feeling, whether you've got the shivers or you feel too hot, there's still a lot of heat being generated during this fight that your white blood cells are engaged in, and that heat needs to dissipate from you. So make those materials more breathable if they aren't already so in your bedroom. So you see, all of it is about preparing for the cold and flu season by increasing your sleep, by preparing your mind to accept that if you do get sick, you're going to sleep a little bit longer. You're going to want to do a little bit of stretching to keep your body from getting stiff. You're going to want to fill yourself up with vitamins and nutrients, not just the C and the E, but the B vitamins. And then you just want to make your bedroom a little bit more breathable. This way you don't get sick of being sick. You fight off illnesses before they start so that you can continue to get the sleep you deserve. For more resources and information on this Knowledge Nap episode, check the show notes. You will often find links to peer-reviewed journals that explain even further the concepts discussed, and you will also find a link where you can subscribe to my email list. And if you do sign up to my email list, you will get a free book, Sleep 101, How Sleep is Supposed to Work. Check the show notes, subscribe.